Okay, so we have the Icon i40 and we have an Evolution. Two carts that we previously did individual reviews on. We have them side by side. I want to go over just some of the differences of the carts. Gonna go over to the drag strip here.
All right, first points Evolution. We made it here first. All right, so just looking at the paper, which cart is going to win? The Icon or the Evolution?
I think Evolution wins on paper because it has a lithium battery.
Lithium battery, the 6.3 kilowatt motor doesn't have anything to do with this?
No, I think an AC motor is an AC motor. At this point, like 5 kilowatts is enough.
I think the limiting factor here is the 400 amp controller to the 450 amp controller in the Icon. Got all that motor, all that lithium.
Oh darn. All this horsepower and no room to gallop.
But nowhere to go.
Acceleration test will be to see which cart accelerates faster, what the top speed is. I think they're both pretty on par. I wonder what the weight is though. I'd be curious to what the actual weight is of each cart. We can go look at their specs, but I wonder if that lithium battery lightens up that cart, or
They both have a lot of steel components.
maybe that's not a factor in your purchase. Some things to look at side by side. Like I noticed that the Evolution sits taller. Also too, in their specifications, isn't the Evolution 2 inches taller overall height?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, I believe. I can't remember.
But sitting here, they almost look, I guess that top, this top does sit taller. A little bit taller. Maybe that's a concern with clearance. Where you're gonna park it.
I mean, can we agree on like one thing though?
Yeah.
The Icon just has this thing all day on looks.
100%.
I mean, this just looks like an oldie style Chinese Caterham or something. I don't know, those taillights really throwing me off. The rims are kind of cool, but
The higher center of gravity doesn't give it that sleek look. The Icon sits lower, gives it like a nice sleek look with the 12-inch wheels. The whole taillight design looks great, and the bottom with the turn signals sequential. And with the Icon, they just focus so much more on that chassis and performance. Hydraulic braking system to me is a big deal. If I can have it, you know, handling, safety, even if you're not gonna like race it, autocross it, or whatever. You're traveling 25 miles an hour, and this feels nice and sturdy. But look at this, just this right here. Like, I think the handrail moves more than the cart. This, moving the whole cart, not the handrail.
very true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you hear this, like I rock this thing, and it's just some creaking. I think mostly from the suspension.
Yeah, this thing you can really hear it up this windshield. All right, well, stop making fun of my cart.
I'll give it credit where credit's due. The seats. The seats are far better than those seats.
You can kind of see they're plump. These are not.
These ones have a nice like
Curved
they have a
bucket
nice
feel.
curve, and they have a bump here, so it makes you feel like you're more in a bucket. The stitching overall is nicer. I mean, you can see this is like a nice vinyl. It's a nice seat, but I think comparing the two, they have better seats, and that's about the only thing they have better, in my opinion. All right, where are you going to? We got a shopping cart down there.
To the shopping cart.
To the shopping cart. Yeah, I'm gonna do the 3 beep system. So I'll do a 24. He might be doing like 26. What were you doing, 26?
26 on the dot.
I was doing 24. So at top speed, we put the carts side by side and see which one brakes better. This one should win it all day long. There's a delay on the pedal. We're gonna keep it even. See that shopping cart up there?
Yeah.
We're gonna apply brakes there because you're gonna be going about 26, I'm gonna go 25. And just imagine yourself cruising through the subdivision and a little kid runs out. Okay, go car speed.
As soon as I hit that cart, I'm slamming on the brake. There
You got it.
Go.
Good, 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 go, go, go. Shopping cart.
somehow inherited by this pile of gravel. I mean, I kind of...
You skimmed it, you fuck. Maybe we can do it again if you want. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it from a roll. I'm good.
Yep. We say it's a good 2 carts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 18 feet.
Nice.
Whoa, that was close. Now let's see what happens when you're driving with the other guy's brake.
So you got to think, these carts are going a little bit faster than the typical carts that were going 12 something miles an hour. Now the carts are going 25 plus miles an hour. Braking in an instance in a subdivision or anywhere that you would have to brake hard, it's a pretty big deal going at those speeds. Why is the braking system important test? Just a visualization of the two differences of styles of braking. One's got cable brake and one has hydraulic disc brakes. 4-wheel on the Icon, the Evolution has 2. Evolution goes 26 miles an hour.
Can't stop! Help! All because you want to save a couple extra pennies.
It's pretty obvious.
It's a big difference, right?
You're gonna smash.
Which it
that
should be.
forward.
It should be. That's like, this is ancient Rome, modern day.
Yeah.
How much does those brakes really matter?
They
It's
do.
a big safety thing, right? Let's go rolling back. You're gonna beat me where? First of all, I'm gonna check out the windshield here, and you can see the thickness difference of this windshield versus this windshield. It doesn't look very different on camera, but go like this, you see this one's very noisy, it's very flimsy, rocking back and forth. I feel like the Icon, it's still gonna flimse, it's a piece of plastic, but it is thicker. It's not squeaking all over the place. The Icon has running lights, the Evolution doesn't. One thing the Evolution has, the Icon doesn't, is it does have the storage compartment in the back here. This one does not have a storage compartment. Maybe one could be integrated in the future, but something that cart doesn't have that this cart does have, and the difference is this one comes with cup holders, although they are kind of cheap and flimsy, and they're secured on with this little plastic tab, just lightly pushing on it. You can see that that's probably gonna break rather easily. There is aftermarket rear cup holders you can have on here that are nice with the leather, the cup holder, more the traditional style. Just use a round clamp to go over the bar now.
We're about 97% not subscribed watching this video.
Guys, if you like this stuff, subscribe. We like to do fun things and educational things. The interior of the two carts, yeah, I wish the Icon was a little bit different. It only carries 2 cup holders, that's full holders. That's nice. Open storage compartments. I guess both of them have open storage compartments. I mean, this dash is a little bit nicer to me with the 4 cup holders. I like the color. You can change these. I do like the battery gauge. This gauge is okay for the cart here, but Icon is all integrated into one, which is very nice as well. These are my mile an hour, my miles, my voltage in one convenient spot. This one has, you know, I got my how fast I'm going up here, the mileage, my batteries over here. Here's my forward reverse. So both are on the dash. You don't have to reach down between your legs. The Evolution's equipped with the high and low, and the Icon's not. I think the low speed version, if you twist that knob, it goes like 12 miles an hour. And then if you have it on high, it goes about 26 is the only difference that it does. The Icon does have a traditional cigarette style and a USB. The Icon only has a USB. Icon's equipped with AGM non-maintenance batteries. I think this is the biggest selling point on the Evolution, that it has its lithium battery in it. Both have seat belts, rear flipping seats. Now the headlight controls for the Evolution can be a bit confusing. They don't have brights when you pull back here, and you have to push them forward to turn your lights on. Now it only has one setting, either on or off. There's no low beam, no high beam. Blinkers and horn. Now the Icon has some more functions. The daytime running lights are always on like this every time you turn your key on. Now the Icon does have daytime lights, running light here, which now changes from that to that, which is not a big difference. Really the only thing it's doing is now turning the tail lights on. And then we have our headlights on and the brights. When you pull back, brights on, brights off. So the Icon is giving some more options for lights. In this position here, you don't have any tail lights. This position, you have tail lights. This will be your headlights, and you have brights. So a couple key differences that the Evolution does not have, that the Icon has. Both have horns. The constructability of the Icon is just, it's a more solid cart. It's just put together better. Everything's tight, zip tied up, nice. There's no just exposed wiring like this, like things like this that are going to easily break if someone accidentally slides their foot off here and breaks these wires. Now the little license plate light's not going to work. The you see that, like, this exposed, like over time water and unnecessary things are just going to get in this plug because it's just, instead of zip tying it up, a tie on the frame. I don't like the roof construction design either with the spacers.
No, not a fan.
I went over how that thing was constructed. You can see how this roof's constructed. It just seems a lot sturdier. This is making noise too with these clips. Put it down and see if this thing's a rattly thing too. Some minor noise from there. A lot less noise though. But I like the way this is constructed with these big thick bars, roof support, painted roof. But it's a budget cart. That's what it is.
It's a budget cart.
It's a budget cart with a lithium. It's cheaper. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's way cheaper built than this.
Says the more quality feel.
Side-by-side comparison of the two carts. Yes, the lithium is a big advantage, but if I had to pick between the two carts, I'm picking the Icon over hydraulic disc brakes, constructability. I can add a lithium later on if I want. I think the AGM batteries are fine. I'm talking purchasing, you're gonna invest in a cart. Where would you go? What's your justification? Do you like the 6.3 kilowatt with the lithium? Are you happy with the mechanics around that?
No, I think I'd still go with the Icon. Personally, I'm not saying that Evolution is a terrible cart and it's like a terrible buy. I think the forward disc brakes makes a difference on this chassis. I don't like the rear end look of these taillights and stuff like that. I think this is a much more appealing look. Like, it just looks better. It just looks clouded in plastic.
Right, so you don't like the looks of it, you don't like anything. I don't.
I mean, it's not, it's kind of reminds me of a DS, and like when I look at it from this angle, like this body line reminds me, it's lengthened here, but
overall differences of the two carts, I think the Evolution is just cheaply made. It's the cheaper cart for a reason.
If anything goes wrong with it, you're f***ed.
As far as what we've been told.
Tico, which cart do you like better?
The red one. They're both nice.
He's a cheap ass, so it totally makes sense.
Well, that's a wrap for today, guys. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know what you think about the Icon.
What about the Evolution? What about the Evolution? Let's get the Evolution commenters and the Icon commenters down below.
Okay, all right. I want to hear what you guys think about either one. Maybe you bought an Evolution for a reason, maybe you bought an Icon. Tell us what you think. I don't know. I want to know more about them. Also, like, if you own one, tell us what the problems are with either one of them. I'm curious. We'd like to know. Stay on top.